Hello, this is TT, and I'm bringing you one of my favorite games of all time, a little bit of cribbage. So, this game is about 50% luck. There's a little bit of strategy to it, and I'll definitely be taking you through it. No point in explaining the rules all right off at the bat, since me and the computer can know what we're doing. Of course, this version is coming from cardgames.io, so definitely check that out. It's where I found a whole bunch of the card games that I've been enjoying. So in Cribbage, this one specifically is just 2-player. You can have up to 3 though, and I've even dorked around and played teams. It goes really fast when you play teams. But what happens, according to this way, you're supposed to figure out who's going to do it, and whoever has the lowest card is the dealer. So I'm going to get the queen, which means I won't be the dealer. So you get 6 cards to start with. Everyone has to put 2 cards in. Now what you're looking for is you need sets of 15 points, and everything is face value. So this guy is 1, this guy is 2, this guy is 9. 10, Jack, Queen, and King are all 10. So what that basically tells you is that the easiest points to get are 15s. You can also get runs, and you can get flushes. I guess technically you'd call it a straight. Obviously, I don't have that now, so we're just going to go ahead and dork around with it a little bit. When I'm looking at this, I don't have a lot. None of these things add up to 15. I have a potential run with the double queen and king. 2 of the same, like the 2 queens here, that is 2 points because they're a pair. So I definitely want to keep them. I'll keep the king and hope I get a jack, maybe even a 5. That would be nice. And I'll keep the 9. We'll see what happens. So this is Bill's crib because he's the dealer. He gets to start. Now, you always have to cut the deck before you can start the game. And every game of cribbage, yes! This is quite helpful to me. So, you remember how I said we need 15s? Well, 5 plus 10 is 15. So I have 6 points, and we're going to get there. It's all going to come together. I know I'm kind of jumping around, but I'm excited. This gives me a really good base in which to start with. So, the cribbage is played in 2 parts. The first part, you build off of each other. So you're going for 15 points, pairs, runs, and 31. And as we play, you'll get to see it. It's hard to describe without. So we're just going to start. I want to give him the best chance not to get 15. Giving him a 10 if he has a 5 is an automatic 2 points. So I'm going to go with a 9 and hope he doesn't have a 6. There's less likely of a chance. See, he threw out a 5. So now we're up to 14, basic math. 9 plus 5 is 14. So I'm going to throw in my king for 24. He threw in a 4 for 28. I had to pass because 31 is the max. So because he had a 3, he was able to take it up to 31, and that gave him 2 points. So he went and moved his peg 2 spots. Now it's reset. Because he got the last card down, I get to start. So unfortunately, hopefully he doesn't have another 5. I'm going to start with a 10. He has a 3. Okay. That's actually a really good hand for him too, because he's got multiple runs, and we'll get there. So I get 1 point. We couldn't get to 31. You still get a point for doing it. Now it's going to start calculating the scores. This is the second half. I start because I'm not the dealer. So I have 15 points with the 5 and the queen, 15 points with the 5 and the other queen, and then 15 points with the 5 and the king. So that gives me 6 points right there. As long as you can make a unique grouping, you can reuse your cards as many times as you want. It just has to be unique. So even though these queens were used for the 15 because they're a pair, I can use them again as a pair. Gives me 8 points in total, which is that's a normal hand. 8 points is about what you should expect to get, unless you're dealt crap. See, he made bank. So, 3 plus 3 is 6, plus 4 is 10, plus 5 is 15. Uh-oh, now we can shake it up because he's got this other 5. So he's going to use the exact same 3 with the new 5. That gives him the two 15s. He's got a pair of 3s, and because this card is universal, he's got a pair of 5s. That gives him 2 more points. Then he's got 3, 4, 5, with another 3, 4, 5, with another 3, 4, 5, and another 3, 4, 5. So he's got 4 different sets of sequences. 20 points is really, really good. That's like hen's teeth. It doesn't happen all that often. So he did extremely well. And now we go look at the crib. So he got everyone's garbage, and he gets to decide, he gets to look and see what he can make of it. So he's got 15 with the 5, 2, and the 8, and then the 5 and the queen. So, 4 points. That happens, especially in the crib, because the crib is just garbage. So now, I'm the dealer. So we're dealing, and in this game you don't have to click, I just do because I'm impatient. So what I'm looking at, I have to keep 4 cards. Right now, this 2 and the ace are useless to me, but I have a run, 10, jack, queen, and king. Plus, if this card ends up being a diamond, it's called a knob, and I get 1 whole point for having jack a suit. If I turn over a jack, I can't remember what the technical term is, but he gets 2 points for getting that turned over. It's very lucky. It doesn't happen a lot. So I'm going to throw these 2 losers into my crib because I have 4 points. I want maximum points that I can get. And I'm going to get 5. That's decent. He threw out a queen. I'm going to match him the queen. That's 2 points. Then he went 25. I obviously can't get up to 31. And he can't either. So he gets 1 point. Because he got the last card out, I get a start. So I'm going to do a 10. He's got a 3. I get to do my jack. And then I pass, which means I get the last point. So that's 1. And now we start with the last one. And I get another point. So it turned out rather well for me. There's still a huge gap between us, but not horrible. So in his hand, he had a 3, 4, 5, which is his sequence, and then the queen and the 5 for 15. Now, there is a rule when you're playing in person called muggins. If you're playing mean, you don't have to help the person count up their points, and if they leave points on the table, you say muggins, and you can take their points. Obviously, that's not going to happen with the computer. The computer's too nice. So, he did rather poorly, honestly, which is great. I got 5, which is better than Bill, so... And then I got nothing. Yeah. 16. Yeah, nothing adds up. That's a really stinky crib. You don't get that very often. Usually you at least get 2 points. At least 2 points. Oh, jeepers, mister. So... Ah, jeez. If I could keep them all, that'd be nice. I could keep the 4, the ace. I don't want to send him the 2s, though. That gives him an automatic 2 points. And it's an automatic 2 points if I keep it. I'm going to send him the 6 and the 4 and hope for a 3 or a 10. Or a 9. That would be nice. That would turn out really well for me. I get a cut, so I'm going to pick near the end, and it's a 2. Okay, well, that's automatically 6 points, so that's a plus. All right. Well, I'm going to throw a 2 out there. We're at 12. We'll go 14, 24, 28. He can't do anything, so I get 1 whole point, which sucks. Yep. 9, he only gets 1.2. It's really stinky. So I get to go first. I get my royal pair. It's because I got 3 cards there. It gives me 6 because this is a pair and this is a pair, which is 2 points and 2 points. And then this is a unique pair, which is another 2 points. So that's a huge plus. So 6 points, not bad. Can't really do anything else with it, obviously. So now we go to Bill's hand. He got 15 and 15 and a pair of queens. So 6 points. He matched what I had. And then the crib gives him the pair of kings. So, yeah, kind of stinky too. Like I said, 20 is so rare to come across. It just doesn't happen very often. Now, 8 and 7 is 15. That's nice. I like that. So that's 2 points. And the double 3 is another 2 points. So I have a guaranteed 4 points right there. So I'm going to get rid of the ace and the king, because they don't help me very much. I have to gamble. And it's not going to help me here, but in my crib, I know it's going to help. So that's nice. He threw out an 8, so I'm going to throw out an 8 and get the double. And I'm going to do a 7. It's 6, 7, 8, which is 3. So that's 3 more points right there, which is awesome. And now he threw out the ace, so he got the last one. He got the 1 pity point. So now I'm going to do the 3. He's going to throw out a 6, and I'm going to do the 3. Doesn't give me anything but 1 point, but that's fine. But you saw how that worked, right? The 6, 7, 8, even though they're not in order, they are in a order so that it counts as a run, even though it's not in a run. That's just how it works. Don't question it. It makes it complicated. All right, let's calculate our scores. They got 15 and 15 and a pair of 6s, which is quite nice for him. That's 6 points. But I have 15 and then another 15 because of the 7 and the 3 being the 10 with the 5, 7 and the 3 being the 5. And then 8 and 7 is 15. So it actually worked out rather well for me. Shouldn't have, but it did. And then, of course, I've got my king I threw in with the 5, and he gave me a queen. So that gives me 4 points for the crib. So I'm catching up to him. You may notice these harder lines here. So this is the skunk line. If he gets to the end, or if I get to the end, before he crosses this, that's 2 games. You play as many games as you want. But this is a double skunk line. It's 3 games. So you have to do really good. I've only ever done it once, where I double skunked someone. It doesn't happen often. Alright, what'd you give me? We've got the 5 with the jack and the king. I want to keep them. We'll throw in the 8 and the 2, because I could get a run with the 4 and the 5 together, and I could get a run with the jack and the king. So that's what we're going to sacrifice. Plus I already have automatically 4 points with the 15 right there. Nah, let's just leave it as it is. Ooh, an ace. There we go. So I get 6 points. 2, 4, 6, 8. 8 points when we get to that point. Because he dealt, I start. And we're going to do a 4. He can't do anything with that. Aha! But I sure can. 4, 5, 6 for the run, plus the 15 for 2. So that's 5 points. And then he got a run of 4. 3, 4, 5, 6. If I had a 2 or a 7, I could really make a killing. But I don't, so that doesn't matter. There's the jack. He throws out for the 31, so he gets 2 points for that. And I get a start, so he'll get the last point, unfortunately. Sometimes that's just how it goes. I got the 15 and the 15 with the 15 and the 15 for 8 points. And Bill got 6 plus 3 is 9 plus 6 is 15. So he got 15, 15 plus his pair of 3s and his pair of 6s. For 8 points. So he did quite well himself. And then his crib actually did something for him, because he has the ace, and I threw him an ace, so yeah, that actually helped him rather nicely. But we're close. It's a competitive round. Sometimes you just get blown out of the water, and it sucks. So I'm keeping these 4. If I get a 5 turned over, that's going to be freaking bomb, because it'll give me all those points, plus their runs. So come on, 5. Come on. Nuts. Even a 9 or a king would have been better than this. Oh well. That gives me 2 points, and I can't do anything, so there we go. So I get a start because he got the point. So here's the 10 with an 8 and the 28, and I get the last point. So I'm going to get the last point. He's going to start, and I get to finish it off. Would have been better if it was a 5, but I guess I won't complain loudly. He's got 15, 15 with the pair. That's nice. And then, yeah, I had the jack of suit, so that's 1 for the knob. A pair of jacks, and of course my sequences. So 9 points. That ain't half bad. And then I didn't get spit in the crib. Only 2 points. But that's okay. Not very giving this round is. Ooh, yes. Hello. Well, we're definitely going to keep that. And we'll keep the jack. Because if it's a diamond, at least I'll get a point for that. Be a 7. Be a 7. Be a 7. Come on. Ah, nuts. Well, there's an 8 for you. 18, 28. Aha, I get the last point. So he gets to start. And depending on how this goes, it could be nice for me. Jack, 18, 28. Ah, nuts. He gets the last point. Big old stinker. But if that's how you have to play, then I guess that's just how we're going to play. Yep, my royal pair's all I got. But it was a good bet. I would have done that in a heartbeat. He got his pair of jacks and his freaking 2 runs, so that was that. And then for his crib, 15, 15, and a pair of deuces. So, oh, what a butthead. You get so close, and then it rips it away from you. Alright, what do we got here? We got multiple potential runs. The 4, 5, 8, 9, and the Queen, King. I am going to throw away the 8 and the 9. And hope for the best. Come on, Bill. Come on, Bill. Yes! That'll help. 18. 30. And he doesn't have an ace. Bonus. I should get the last point for this one, depending on what he throws out there. Ah, 2 points. 2 points. Queen and queen. 11, 21. So I get the last point there. Let's see here. He got 15 and 15 with a run. 6, 7, 8. So good for him. But now, time for the win. I got my 15, 15, 15, and my sequence. So that's quite nice. And then in the crib, I got my 15 and a 15. Which, whatever. We're so close. It's going to be a nail biter. Oh, 7, 8, 9, 10. Well, I'm getting rid of the ace and the queen. Da, 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 da. Yes, yes. Oh, yes, that's 8 points. 10, 12. I got 12 points on that one. This is going to be awesome. 9. 19, 29. What you got? An ace. Yeah, I got the last point. And I get a Stardust, so have an 8. Ah, he may have got the 15, but I got the pair, so that's 2 points as well. Yeah, deal with them apples. Ooh. He didn't get very good for his crib. That's great. So yeah, 15, 15 the pair, and then double sequences. 14 points. Woot, woot. That's right. Suck it up, dude. Okay. We just need one more really good hand, and this game's ours. Come on, one more good hand. 10, Jack, Queen. 9. Okay. Well, we're throwing in the ace and the 2, because that'll give us the 4. Give me a 5. Give me a 5 or an 8. Another queen. Bonus. I can work with that. And there's 2 points. 22. Yeah, I got nothing for you. Waste all your cards, man. Yes. I'm only going to get 1 point. And he got double off of that last one. So, whatever. 10, 20, 30. And it's 3 in a row with the last point for 4 points. So, unless he does really good, which he did not, he got 15 and a pair. So that's great. I win. I win. Da 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 da. See final scorecard. So yeah, I had the queen and jack because it's the jack of hearts. So I get the knob. The double queen. And then of course my 2 sequences. So that, my friends, is cribbage. Super, super fun. It can be very competitive. There have been people who have gambled on this game. I don't. But as you can see, there is definitely some luck that goes to it. There's some planning and some skills that go into it as well, but a lot of it's luck. Whatever you end up getting thrown, you know. So I enjoy it. I highly recommend it to all of my friends. Do make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and join us next time. This here is TT, and we will catch you then. Goodbye.